90-Day Fiancé Happily Ever After's tell-all revealed Elizabeth and Loren's heart-to-heart, and the real reason their fallout was so hurtful. For years, 90-Day Fiancé fans have followed Elizabeth and Loren as two of the franchise's most beloved personalities, women who, despite not sharing the same storyline, shared a deep, unexpected friendship behind the scenes. Their bond was built on familiar struggles, navigating sudden fame, juggling young motherhood, and managing marriages under a spotlight that magnifies even the smallest cracks. So when rumors of a fallout began trickling across fan pages months before the Happily Ever After tell-all, viewers wondered what could have possibly gone wrong. The tell-all finally gave the answer, and it wasn't the petty, surface-level drama many expected. Instead, it revealed a raw, emotional heart-to-heart between Elizabeth and Loren that exposed just how much their friendship had meant, why it fractured, and why their distance cut deeper than either of them had admitted. A friendship formed in chaos. Elizabeth and Loren first bonded during a promotional event years ago, long before either of them became parents of multiple kids or found themselves exhausted by the intensity of reality TV fame. They connected instantly, both outspoken, both emotional, and both feeling misunderstood by online critics. The friendship grew quietly, away from cameras, through late-night voice notes, shared mom advice, and venting about the demanding world of filming. To fans, the two seemed like opposites: Elizabeth, fiery and unafraid to stand her ground; Loren, bubbly and animated but with a sensitive streak that often left her overwhelmed. But that contrast was exactly why they clicked. Loren brought levity, Elizabeth brought grounding. They balanced each other. The rift begins. At the tell-all, Sean Robinson nudged gently, "Can you both share what led to the distance?" And the room fell quiet in a way that only real hurt can cause. Loren spoke first. Her voice trembled, not out of anger, but out of regret. "Greater than, it felt like I was reaching out, and you weren't there anymore," she said to Elizabeth, wiping her cheeks. "And I didn't want to admit how much that affected me." Elizabeth's reaction said everything. Her shoulders softened, her jaw unclenched. She wasn't defensive, just sad. "Greater than, I wasn't ignoring you," Elizabeth replied. "I was overwhelmed. Filming, the kids, family drama, I shut down. And I didn't realize shutting down meant shutting you out." As they spoke, it became clear. The fallout wasn't about a specific incident. No betrayal, no gossip, no explosive argument. It was the quiet kind of hurt, the kind that builds slowly when two people who used to depend on each other suddenly stop checking in. Motherhood, mental load, and miscommunication. The tell-all revealed something even deeper. Both women had been struggling privately, but neither wanted to burden the other. Loren tearfully admitted she had been battling anxiety, layered with postpartum emotions she couldn't fully explain. She thought Elizabeth was drifting away because she didn't want to deal with the emotional intensity. Elizabeth, on the other hand, had been dealing with her own overwhelming responsibilities, raising young children, managing tumultuous family relationships, and balancing her marriage with the demands of the show. They were both drowning, just in different waters. And instead of swimming toward each other, they drifted apart. Why it hurt so much? The emotional pain wasn't because they stopped talking. It was because they had become each other's safe space, and losing that without closure felt like losing a lifeline. Loren put it best during the tell-all. "Greater than, you were one of the few people who understood my life. When we stopped talking, it felt like I was losing a piece of myself." Elizabeth nodded, her voice breaking. "Greater than, I should have told you I was struggling. I didn't want to seem weak, but keeping it in made me lose you." It was a reminder that sometimes the strongest friendships are the ones most vulnerable to silence. When you care deeply about someone, even distance hurts differently. The heart-to-heart that might change everything. By the end of their segment, it was clear their friendship wasn't beyond repair. The tell-all didn't orchestrate drama, it allowed healing. For once, reality TV gave space for real emotion. They hugged. Not a staged, camera-ready hug, but the kind where you grip tightly because you've missed the person more than you want to admit. The cast applauded softly, and fans online later echoed the sentiment: this was the most genuine moment of the season. Where they go from here? Neither Elizabeth nor Loren promised instant perfection. Real friendships don't snap back that quickly. But they promised effort, texts, calls, small steps. And sometimes, that's all that's needed. Their story wasn't about scandal. It was about human connection, the strain of growing up under a spotlight, and the courage to admit you miss someone. And for fans, it was a beautiful reminder. Sometimes the most powerful scenes aren't fights, they're forgiveness.